I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the Interrogation Division also know your purpose in coming.
The shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Don Hung.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you. Well, technically, the shackling prison is spread out across multiple delves, and the ancient sea is just where they overlap. Please, come on in, dear guests.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisan criminal Hule to the Yaoqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisan abominations of abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling Prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully. And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupatoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupatoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed. Your Honor.
What is it?
No. Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
This reward's not even a fraction of the bounty on my head.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express. Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before. Glad to meet you again. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Shenzhou Luofu.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the Ten Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission. This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Danhung, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps. Be very careful and watch your step. The terrain inside the shackling prison is treacherous. One wrong move, and you could end up plunging into the depths. And if you're really unlucky, you might be frozen solid or burned to a crisp before anyone can help you.
Gee.
But with your skills, I don't think you need to worry about that. You're funny. This prison does contain many layers. We even brought in Videodora Icor line craftsmen to introduce the ingenuity of delve enchantment. What you're seeing now is just one part of the shackling prison.
Perhaps. Judging from the appearance, much of the architecture in this prison has a Vidyadoran style. So, perhaps they did have a hand in building this place back then.
As for how many floors there are, well, not even us judges know for sure. But there's a legend among us judges that a short-life prisoner once tried to escape, but ended up falling into the depths. And when we found him at the bottom, he was already an old man on the brink of death. Did he spend his whole life falling? Or did some long-life prisoner drain his life essence? We'll never know. Anyway, please don't try anything like that. Please, come.
Freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
Locked and loaded.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borison. Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance, but throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borison. I wonder what they're planning this time. Well, business first. Let's keep moving. Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something's wrong. The guards aren't responding.
Bring it on! Trifling. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig the grave.
The dead return! Receive divinity.
This thing is going wild, just like a Boris.
Looks like we're on our own.
Remember to aim for the heart. Let's duel. Time's up.
The dead return!
Show no mercy.
Is that it? Nothing major. Bloom.
I'm guessing that was
Eternal sleep. The dead return! Repay.
There's no reason those with the loaded gun. Those who dig the grave.
Did that hurt? Feeling spiffy?
All of you stand still. Bring it on. There's your reward.
Let's play hide and seek. Can you find the answer?
Conflict is pitiless.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight. The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the Shackling prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were. They wanted these mechs to end up right here, in the Shackling prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the Shackling prison, the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue bird paves the path. I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look. The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians, Hule. According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou La Fu once every century to check on this abomination's imprisonment and condition. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hule to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand that the Yao Qing messengers want to see him dead. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed. Because this beast simply can't be killed.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, it might help balance out some of the sins he's committed. Could you be the key to a cure for the General, Hule?
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and my brothers.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. You can call me Mock Talk.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level. Send reinforcements.
Nobody will hear me here, at the bottom of the shackling prison. Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So it wasn't just my imagination. Do your thing, Morsa.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the shackling prison, we found soldiers available for us.
Remember to aim for the heart. I like adding fuel to the fire. A little more should do.
I'll go easy there.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
I suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you all. but I promise it'll be sweet. Good.
I like adding fuel to the fire.
Let's play for
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before eating?
feeling spiffy?
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder!
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
It's better to make no move.
How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Mosa.
It's not time yet.
Been eaten yet?
It's just a tween.
There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
I'll go easy, Mist. Don't move.
Conflict is pitiless.
More seasoning. I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before eating?
Bring it on!
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Feeling spiffy?
Time's up!
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Been a long time. Boy, welcome back.
How many times has your verdant home spun around since our last hunt? Duran's whelp, tell me your name.
Oh, great Hule, nemesis of the Foxians, and the hunter of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline. It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful as ever.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to resemble our most despicable slaves and enemies, the Foxians?
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will. That's why I had to take a magic pill, don the skin of a lowly beast, and play along with their hypocrisy.
Since you have an escape plan, tell me, what's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time. The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have a tight 2-hour window to get out of here. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
What a reckless plan, you idiot! Even if we manage to get the ships, our chances of escaping are slimmer than the Foxians slipping through my claws!
But we have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged divisions among the Borisin. Every one of my crew is ready to lay down their lives if it means setting you free.
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless bravery with this plan. Fine. You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps will too.
Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go, give me one of those magic pills.
My lord, do you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your greatness, my lord.
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Foxian slave my meal?
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys! Time to move out!
Madam Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering around and causing heavy casualties. And to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out! We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the Ten Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Just a short time ago, the nether key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeting.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its cage.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure each floor.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their style. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya? If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies inside.
We'll have to bend the rules. Please, follow me.
Prisoners must remain in place and obey the
By decree of the Ten Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am!
Locked and loaded.
Let's wait and see.
Watch this.
I commend.
Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor. The path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through. Some Spiritfarers occasionally use ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. But, given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations.
Repay! All you stand still. Bring it on! There's your reward! There's no reasoning those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Did that hurt?
Here, there's thunder!
Can you find the answer?
You chose the wrong enemy.
Show no mercy.
Waiting in line for let's duel. Time's up. Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit yapping.
The nether key has been activated. I hope we're not too...
Bring it on! There's your reward! There's no reason in those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Oh.
Did that hurt?
Conflict is pitiless!
All you stand still. Let's duel! Time's up! Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit. Bring it on!
Like that, huh? I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy?
There's no time to lose.
Here, there's thunder! Show no mercy.
Eternal Step.
Dead return!
There's no reason those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Let's settle this.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Aim for the heart.
Boom. 1,000 thanks.
Repay. I underestimated you.
Let's duel.
Can you find the answer?
Conflict is pitiless!
Don't worry, this...
Here, there's thunder!
Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit yapping.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long ago.
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hule has managed to break free. Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister? Are they still alive?
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues.
Zhuyi is here.
Miss Shuiyi bravely sacrificed herself. My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Condolences? Well, that's unnecessary. You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, my sister turned into an Ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the Hall of Karma's document office has become a routine for her. While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part, but... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers? One of them is a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes, and the other wears a dark cloak, like a fugitive.
No. I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisin ones.
So, the intruders in Hule are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage. This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu could be irreversibly damaged. We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Reconstruct.
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet. At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage. Let me see. The damage isn't too bad. If I can fix it up, my sister will have a temporary body.
Hanya, I'm back.
Welcome back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this. Happy? Tears of joy? Forget it. I'm used to you coming back in all sorts of forms.
It's just a temporary solution. This side crane can't hold all of me.
Sister, what did you see when you were killed?
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage and brought upwards?
Besides the Borisin, there were other intruders. Invisible.
Invisible intruders? What does that even mean? How many conspiracies are tangled up in this mess? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the prison. And now you're the only person, the only bird, who can slip out undetected. Make sure you deliver the news to the outside world.
I understand. Please be careful, sister. You are different from me.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hune should probably be our top priority.
Locked and loaded.
Wait! Something feels off. Something's approaching us.
The invisible intruders?
Watch your back!
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
Bring it on. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
Perhaps use humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. An unknown exception.
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with you. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig the grave.
Time to twirl!
Eternal state.
Dead return!
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
Let's settle this.
I have something for you.
Honored to meet me.
Time for an overhaul.
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
There's no reasoning with you, but those with the loaded gun. Those who dig the grave.
Time to twirl!
Let's settle this. Receive divinity. Repay. Eternal state.
Dead return!
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
You won't get away. I have something for you.
Wait and bring it on. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
Let's duel. Time's up.
Just focus on the fight.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. An unknown exception.
There's no reasoning with you bunching those with the loaded gun. Those who dig the grave. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
I underestimated you. Nothing major. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
What are you looking at? Hey!
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
All of you stand still. Let's duel. Time's up.
You won't get away.
There's no reason those with a loaded gun, those who dig the grave.
Let's settle this.
Remember to aim for the heart. Bring it on. There's your reward.
Time for an over. Time to twirl!
No more. Let's duel. Time's up.
Let's wait.
Burn away!
Upgrade configured.
Locked and loaded. Guess who decided to show up?
Repay!
There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun, those who dig the grave. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
I underestimated you. The dead return!
You won't get away. Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Perhaps you stand and never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun, those who dig the grave.
I have some.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Let's duel. Time's up.
Time to twirl!
I underestimated you.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Much obliged.
I'll see you off. Eternal step. Dead return!
You won't get away.
All you stand still. Bring it on. There's your reward.
You won't get away. Time to twirl! Oh dear. Time to twirl!
I underestimated you.
Barely felt it.
Receive divinity.
How appropriate.
Repay.
Perhaps you humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with you. Those with a loaded gun, those who dig the grave.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
Waiting in line for. Let's duel.
Honored to meet.
Time for. You've got a lot of nerve.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
All you stand still. Time's up.
You won't get away.
Let's settle this.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun, those who dig the grave.
I have something.
Waiting in line for a. Bring it on. There's your reward. Oh, let's duel. Time's up. Never go crazy over money. Especially if it's from the IPC.
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning. So what if I repeat it? It's the truth after all. The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning. At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The Wolf Cubs and these Mara-struck soldiers. Their hiding technique, it's pretty similar to the Wind Mantle technique used by the Vidyadhara serving Kailorum Venti on the Yaoqing. What do you think? Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time to exchange assassination techniques. I'm Waza. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report back as quickly as possible, but now it seems... The prison on the Lawfu is a real maze, I must admit.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moza. We'll do our best to ensure your friend's safety.
No, you can do nothing for him now, and you shouldn't be focusing on his safety at the moment.
Your friend is in Hulei's clutches and you're just going to leave him behind?
Look, I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I've seen how that giant wolf fights, and there's no way. Trying to save my friend will only get us killed. I don't know how you think, but I won't throw my life away for a lost cause. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. They're planning to seal off the entire prison to keep the outside world in the dark. The worst-case scenario, we are all killed by that giant wolf, and the shackling prison is sealed off. No one will know about us or about their escape until it's too late. And the best-case scenario... No, we won't be able to. We're one step behind them. The best-case scenario would be, we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside with us. We can't let that monstrous wolf escape. Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help. As for whether we'll still be alive by then, it's not something we should think about.
You sure have a way of comforting people, Mr. Moza.
As a person of the Yaoqing, I've always searched for something meaningful to give my life to.
I have to make it out alive. My companions are waiting for me.
As a netherworld dweller, I've already died once.
Yeah. We won't give up. Not until the very last moment.
None of you are part of the Ten Lords Commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right move. As a judge, it's my responsibility to guard this prison. And if someone should step up to stop Hulei from escaping, it should be me, not you. Once we reach the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do everything I can to fight the Borisin. And you find a safe place to hide and wait for reinforcements. Now, let's proceed upward.
Locked and loaded. Bring it on. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
The dead return!
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Let's duel! Time's up!
Bloom. Repay.
Bring it on! There's your reward!
Time to twirl!
Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave!
Time to twirl!
Let's duel!
You've got a lot of nerve.
Remember to aim for the heart.
Receive divinity. Bloom. The dead return!
Haven't eaten yet.
Time to twirl!
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
You won't get away.
Bring it on! Time's up! Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave!
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl!
Let's duel! There's your reward!
Hey! Time to twirl!
Receive divinity.
Bring it on! Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave! Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit yapping. This reward's not even fair. Waiting in line for a bullet? Let's duel! Time's up!
Time to twirl! Honored to meet me.
Bring it on! Haven't eaten yet.
Bloom.
How appropriate.
You won't get away.
Don't worry, this one's on me.
Time to twirl!
Let's duel! There's your reward!
Time to twirl!
Eternal slip. The dead return!
There's no for those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You chose the wrong enemy.
What do you look at?
Locked and loaded. All of you stand still. Bring it on! Time's up!
Time to twirl!
I'll see you off.
Haven't eaten yet.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
Don't worry, this one's on me. Let's duel. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
Waiting in line for a... There's no for those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave. Locked and loaded. Not bad. How many credits is this worth? Bring it on! Time's up!
Time to twirl! Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
You won't get away.
Receive divinity.
How appropriate.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Honored to meet me.
I have something for you.
Time to twirl!
Let's duel! There's your reward! There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Time to twirl!
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl!
Haven't eaten yet. Bring it on!
What are you looking at?
I have something for you.
All you stand still. Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit yapping.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisan fugitives get out. The prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me. We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Waiting in line for a bullet? Let's duel! Time's up!
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
Let's settle this. Bloom.
Much obliged.
Eternal step.
Dead return!
What are you looking at?
I have something for you.
Bring it on! There's your reward!
Time to twirl!
You chose the wrong.
I won't quit!
Haven't eaten yet. Let's duel! Time's up! Locked and loaded. Waiting in line for a bullet? Bring it on! There's your reward!
Time to twirl!
There's no those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Remember to aim for the heart.
Let's settle this.
Time for an over.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Let's duel. Time's up. Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit yapping.
The fugitives are charging at the gate. Please be careful, Your Honor.
I will hold them back. Don't let Hule escape.
Come on, let's do this. Bring it on. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
I'll see you off.
Armor damaged. Protecting damage.
Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
Eternals, the dead return!
You won't get away.
Haven't eaten yet. Let's duel.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Honored to meet me.
I have something for you. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
You won't get away.
Let's settle this.
Bring it on. Time's up.
Time to twirl!
Time for an overhaul.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Waiting in line for a bullet.
Bloom.
Much obliged.
What are you looking at?
I have something for you.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
You won't get away.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Don't worry, this one's on. Let's duel. There's your reward. Remember to aim for the heart.
Time to twirl!
Bring it on. Time's up. There's no those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Let's duel. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
I'll see you off.
Honored to meet me.
You won't get away.
Don't worry, this one's on me. Bring it on! Time's up!
Time to twirl!
You've got a lot of nerve.
There's no room for those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Time to twirl!
Let's settle this.
What are you looking at?
All of you stink.
Time for an overhaul.
Remember this. When it's time to shoot, quit yapping.
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of chasing, gnawing, and tearing. Oh, they're back. They're back. They've all come back.
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. As we pass through the gate, no one will be able to stop us.
So this hostage is useless now. Kill him, Moktok.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao Cho. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something!
Maybe this Yao Qing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiao Zhou?
Oh, just look at you. Fallen so low during my absence. You're even negotiating with livestock. As far as I recall, no one from the Yao Qing would ever consider a deal with Duran's offspring.
I've got to make this beast stay here, whether it's for the sake of Fei Xiao or the Yao Qing. Deal. I certainly have more value alive. My identity, my knowledge of the Xianzhou, and my understanding of many things that your minions have no knowledge of. They'll all be valuable.
Lowly beast. Muster up that pitiful tongue of yours and plead for what remains of your life. Speak up.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Liu, she has recently returned to the Luofu. Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this. May I just kill him now?
Silence, Moktok. And you, slave. From now on, you'll stay by my side. You'll only speak and move when I allow you to. Otherwise, I'll dismember you from head to tail, inch by inch. Got it?
But, my lord...
We must stay here for some time, Moktok. Fear not. Because once I step out of the prison, it's the people of the Xianzhou who should tremble in fear. I'll show them what true calamity means. Now, Duran's whelps, follow me! Prison guards, stop them!
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Let's duel! Time's up!
Time to twirl!
Eternal steady.
Dead return!
You won't get away.
Let's settle this.
no reasoning with those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
You chose the wrong enemy.
All of you.
Time for an overhaul.
Time to twirl!
Don't.
Receive divinity.
How appropriate.
Repay. I'll see you off.
I have something for you.
Locked and loaded. Waiting in line for a bullet.
Eternal sleep is not the
Dead return!
Perhaps you humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Bring it on. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
There's no reasoning with you bunching him. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Time to twirl!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
You won't get away.
Don't worry, this one's on me. Let's duel. Time's up.
Much obliged.
Repay. Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Bring it on. There's your reward.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
I'll see you off.
What are you looking at?
Time for an overhaul.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Let's duel. Time's up.
Time to twirl! Oh,
There's no those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
time to twirl!
Let's settle this.
Remember this. It's time to shoot. All of you stand still.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Bring it on. There's your reward.
Time to twirl!
Remember to aim for the heart.
You won't get away.
Eternal sleep.
Dead return!
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
I have something for you.
Waiting in line for a let's duel. Time's up.
Time to twirl!
There's no those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Time to twirl!
Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
Repay.
All of you stand still. Bring it on. There's your reward.
You won't get away.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl!
Let's settle this.
Let's duel! Time's up! Remember this. It's time to shoot. Waiting in line for a bullet? There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Time to twirl!
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Bring it on! There's your reward!
You won't get away. Time to twirl!
I'm waiting!
Let's settle this.
Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Eternal sleep. The dead
Return!
Let's duel!
You chose the...
You won't get away.
Remember this. All of you stand still. Bring it on! Time's up!
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
There's no those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
Let's settle this.
Time for an overhaul.
You've got a lot of Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Don't worry, this one's on me. Let's duel! There's your reward!
I underestimated you.
Time to twirl!
Bring it on! There's no reason those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave. Remember this.
Prisoners must remain.
Activate!
Joining the battle.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
The mood is set just. Let the show begin!
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Set to the seas of flame!
Watch your head. Take your position.
Sure.
Fight to live! Every victory is hard won.
Report! After we lost contact with the Shackling prison, we received a message from a Psycrane. The prisoners have revolted, and the criminal Hule is nowhere to be found!
What about the Yaoqing messengers and the Nameless?
No news at the moment. We're trying to restore contact with the Shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. You're dismissed. General Jing Yuan, General Hua Yan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things, but the beginning. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge, from both the abominations of abundance and the destruction itself. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Lawfu Cloud Knights to pursue Hule myself.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away, once and for all.
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
How I wish it would talk to me again.